And welcome back to Newsmax Now. A fascinating interview yesterday on the Steve Malzberg Show. The Archbishop of Syria, Jean-Clement Jabbar, talked to Steve about the persecution of Christians in the Middle East and President Obama's response. Here's a portion of that interview.
I am sure that he's a cultured person. I knew that he was well prepared in law, and if he get back to what he has studied and the principle of the law and the right of human being, he would intervene and say, stop it, and it's enough. And he can do. The United States is a powerful country, and it has many allies in the region who are fomenting and pushing to this war. He can ask them to stop it and to find another way. I'm sure that the American people doesn't like this war. I didn't know before I came here that your people, this American people, is so good. He has so concern, and he feels with us. This has given me much to hope in your country, in your people, and also it gives me comfort that really there are people, there are a nation whose citizens have good feeling and have a heart.
We do. The nation cares. It's just the government, the leadership, unfortunately, that doesn't seem to transfer that concern to people like you and the people who need to know about it and take action. There's been kidnappings, I mean, of priests, of clergy. Yeah. There's a price on the head of clergy. Yeah. That's a big problem, yes, even for you, correct?
A very big problem. We have terrorism not just on human beings and lives. We have also terrorism on the liberty of talk. We cannot say everything we would like to say. We are threatened, and we are really in targets of this fundamentalist. If you say anything which doesn't please to them, they are ready to kill you.
In other news, a nurse in Texas dies after falling from a medical helicopter. Officials say, John, the 46-year-old female nurse was helping a wilderness rescue. Just a tragic story. When she fell from a hoist, the NTSB and the FAA are now investigating that incident. Also, a white supremacist says he's ready to plead guilty to 3 murders near a pair of Jewish centers in Kansas. Fraser Miller tells the Associated Press that he'll plead guilty to all of those charges in order to avoid a long trial. The 74-year-old says he doesn't have long to live and wants to have his day in court. Congress may be getting a chance to review a nuclear deal with Iran, but it likely will not be able to stop one. According to Bloomberg, Speaker of the House John Boehner says the votes just aren't there to override a veto if Congress passes a resolution disapproving a deal. Boehner made the comments at the Republican Jewish Coalition meeting in Las Vegas over the weekend. Scientists want your help now to name some alien planets. So see if you can come up with a few names. The International Astronomical Union is asking clubs and non-for-profits to help name stars and planets in the Milky Way galaxy. John's sitting there thinking of a few of them. They need help naming dozens of these, John, celestial bodies, and the public will get a chance to vote on some of their favorites. Any ideas? Any tips?
No, I never thought of this. I mean, normally,
really?
right?
You're kind of a science
nerd
but like me, so I'm surprised you.
I thought there was some convention to this. If you found a star and you could confirm that nobody had named it, you got to name it after yourself.
Oh.
But maybe they're looking for other, I don't know.
But didn't there used to be like a company where you could like buy a star?
Yeah, for Valentine's Day. Honey, I bought you a star. Interesting. I don't know. We'll see. We are going to continue here to follow the situation in Baltimore. Right. We know this is going to be a multiple-day story, so stay with us. You can always get the latest here on Newsmax TV and on Newsmax.com. Great reaction there, folks weighing in from across the country on that situation. We also want to remind you, before Miranda and I say goodbye and turn things over to the folks at Midpoint, our new schedule is starting today here on Newsmax TV. You can see it up here on the screen right now. Miranda and I will be here with you for 4 hours from noon until 4 o'clock. Also coming up at 4 p.m. right after us is Midpoint with Ed Berliner. The Steve Malzberg Show will air at 5 o'clock. The Daily Wrap follows that at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with Rick Unger and Joe Concha. They'll be holding down the fort with you there. And you can make sure you tune in tonight at 8 p.m. for JD's new show, Prime, here on Newsmax
That's
TV.
right.
And then Ed Berliner will follow him as well with a 9 p.m. show called The Hard Line.
And we want to remind you, still plenty to come right here on Newsmax Now. We still got another hour of news coverage. We're going to be giving you the very latest on what's going on in Baltimore, and also a weird situation going out overseas in Iran. We're going to be talking about that. Something to do with a ship, not sure whether or not they're Americans.
Conflicting
aboard that
reports
ship.
from Pentagon, the Iranian news agency, and what this might actually mean for that situation. You talked about the Iranian nuclear deal. Lots of stories involving the United States and Iran, and of course, John Kerry and the Prime Minister Zarif there meeting, talking about the nuclear deal as well. That's why you want to stay with us here at Newsmax TV and Newsmax.com. We'll see you soon.